VP Vocal Creative, how you doing? I'm hoping you are keeping well. My name is Damaris, an international Emmy award-winning writer. Check out more on my website, damarisirunguo.com. So today I want to talk about multiple streams of income for writers. I wrote this as a blog early on in the COVID season, when there was panic and everyone was up and panicking, and it took me back to a very, very dark part of my life, way back in 2006, when I was made redundant. I was a radio presenter at YFM, which is now known as Hot 96. And in a swoop like this, I was jobless, and that was my mainstream of income. And I promised myself then that I would not ever rely on one stream of income. And I mean, years later, I bumped into this Bible verse, Ecclesiastes 11, 2, which says, invest in 7 ventures. Yes, in 8, you do not know what disaster may come upon the land. Basically talking about having 7, 8 streams of income. So when disaster strikes, you'll be fine. And that's one of the rules that I've applied in my life over the years. I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I diversify so that when disaster strikes, it's wisdom. It's wisdom. That holy book has several nuggets of wisdom. So I'm just here to share some tips that I've used and some that I know that my fellow writer friends, colleagues use in terms of income streams for us as writers. So number 1, you can write for TV, film, or animation. There's always opportunity to write for TV, film, animation, web series. So don't lock yourself to saying, I only write for TV or I only write for film. Go into animation and also work on animation as well, which is something I have done. I don't just say I do one media, no. Number 2, writing books / comics for kids or grown-ups. I have written books currently. I've written this one, Get Writing, A Beginner's Guide from Idea to First Draft. And I've also written for comics. Like the comic that won us an international Emmy Award, Shuja's comic, which is a combination of a radio drama and a TV film. So, you can just diversify. And the world has become, thanks to the internet, the world has become so easy. It's the size of a peanut now, You can just, like this book, I just self-published it myself. It's up on Amazon, and I am selling the rest, So don't limit yourself. In short, that's all I'm saying. Number 3, you can teach. You can teach what you know online or in person. There's masterclasses. People are doing masterclasses. People are doing masterclasses online. People are doing workshops where they ask people to pay. You can teach what you know, which is something I actually do. I teach at the Multitude Talent Factory. I've taught previously at ADMI. I run a kids and teens camp every school holiday, and now I'm getting into teaching courses online, which is what I'm exploring right now. So don't limit yourself. Number 4, writing short stories. Now, this could be a quick way to make money from your friends, from family, from, other people. You write a really enticing short story and sell it for 50 bob, in PDF format or whatever. Sell it, on WhatsApp or something or online. And then you make it in such a way that it's so captivating that, there's a part 2, people waiting for part 2 of this story, part 3, and each part you're selling. So write short stories and sell them, right? Writing consultancies, that's number 5. We're still talking about ways that you can make money as a writer. You can be a creative writer for NGO work, copywriting for adverts. This is stuff that I've actually done. It's also a bit competitive. So if you're looking into going into this, either you need a foot in or you need to be quite experienced to get into some of these. But it's just giving you an idea. So when you get there, you know that you could actually do this as an income stream, and it pays pretty well. Number 6, you can ghostwrite. You can be a ghostwriter for people's biographies, autobiographies, and even books. This means basically that you don't get the credit for the work you've done, but you get paid for it. And I know several writers who are doing ghost working, they're doing ghost writing jobs, and they're earning pretty decent money from it. Okay. Number 7, you can write for newspapers and magazine. I mean, I made money over the years writing for magazines such as True Love, Drum Magazine, Eve Woman, Pulse Magazine, and the Saturday Nation Magazine. Yeah, so it's a foot in, if you want to write articles like this or essays. Imagine if you just approach some of these organizations, you will be surprised that they'll just ask you to send a sample. I didn't know anyone in when I started, but I just got in. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And number 8, getting a grant to develop your story. There's always grants online where people, you can apply and get a grant to work on an ongoing project to develop your story, blah, blah, blah. If you're in my email list, check out my website, because I share some of this resources with people who are in my email list every week. So go to my website, damarisirunguo.com, and at the bottom there's a sign up sheet. So get into my website and become an email list subscriber for free, and you get some of this information throughout the week for you to be able to see where, what grants are happening and so forth. So I'm hoping those ideas have inspired you on different ways that you can earn money as a writer. If you have any more, you can share below. Yeah. Happy creating.